Good afternoon, everyone. How is everybody doing this Sunday? Are you guys ready to do some trading tomorrow? What's going on? Denny, Joseph, Brian, K2, Joey, Rod. Man, so many names are flying through the stream now. I can't even read them. Y'all can hear me, can't you? Sweet. Good deal. All right. Just a reminder. In your little chat box, change it from all panelists to all panelists and attendees, please. Quinn, I know. Look like a little baby boy. Is he old enough? All righty, guys and gals, I'm sorry. So Johnny is streaming it onto Facebook for us. Zoom is supposed to allow me up to 10,000 attendees, and they clearly are not. We maxed out probably 2-3 minutes. I mean, it was insane. So, hey, let's get into it. You guys don't want to hear me talk about nothing. So I want to show you the goods. So here we go. So you guys obviously know why you're here. For the TT Blackbox, baby. Even though I wrote the algorithms for this, the results have been way beyond what I expected. So let me go ahead and show you what you need to do to get it, and we'll run through that agenda that I sent out in an email, and we'll take it from there. So just in case if anyone has to get off of here, later tonight, I will have short videos breaking down how to use each section of the black box. So that way it will be clear, concise, and understandable. And those videos will always be here for us. All right, so our website, transparenttradersblackbox.com. If you want to shorten it, you can actually type in ttblackbox.com. We'll go to the same place. So once you get in here, and a lot of you already have a login, if you don't have a login, just click up here to log in, and you can create an account. If for whatever reason your password is not working, you can try to reset it, and reset it by trying to use a different password. For some people that has worked, for others it hasn't. If it hasn't, email support@stocktradingmentorship.com, and you can scroll to the bottom of the page, see the email address right there. Now, when you send that email over, make sure in that email you put in there the email account that you're trying to log in with. And to keep Wix out of the deal, because they'll take forever doing it, the quickest way for me to mitigate through this issue is to just delete you out of the system, and you can just rejoin. Even if you have a subscription, you know, at any point it won't matter, because like you'll rejoin and you'll have the permissions there. And this issue is usually occurring for people who have been in our system for a while, and no one can figure out why. All right. So once you log in, you can come to plans and pricing. You'll see this. And here we go. If you want to try this out, 7-day free trial. If you don't like it, and if you want to cancel, this is a different email. Now you have to pay attention here. To cancel, it says right here, to cancel, email subscriptions@transparenttraders.blackbox.com. Now, when you email that to cancel, make sure you put in the email that you're canceling your subscription and put the email address that you use to log in to the system. That way we can just jump right in there, cancel it, and you'll be good. Say if you jump into the 7-day free trial, you don't like it, you want to cancel on day 3, just send an email over, it will get processed, and you'll still have the 4 remaining days. It won't cut you off. It will let you finish out that period. The same for a paid subscription as well. If you cancel in the middle of the month, you'll finish out your month. Everybody understand that? All right, cool. All right, so once you sign up for the 7-day free trial, and whether it be that free trial or the paid subscription, you'll then have access to this tab, Blackbox. So, what is a black box? Well, it's a technical term for something that you cannot see. That's just a short version of it. So obviously what you can't see here are the algorithms taking place. So obviously this is the black box. I coded all 10 algorithms in this black box, and then I had 6 developers help me finish it out. So as you scroll down, you'll see the options activity. This is an option flow for the large orders that are taking place in the market. And this is all real-time data. Every bit of it is real-time data, no delay. So the option activity, we actually get this data from Benzinga, who's been a great partner to us. And you guys know who Benzinga is. They're awesome people. If you see them on Facebook, give them a like, join their group, like their page. Jam up people. I can't say enough good about them. The next thing we have with this is the why is it moving catalyst. With this feature right here, this is a 1-sentence headline that will tell you in a simplified, concise way of, what is actually going on here. Like, why is that ticker moving? There's going to be a few little tweaks and updates coming over the next few weeks. One of the updates will be to take this ticker symbol, which is right here, right by the date and time, and it's going to put it up here at the top and make it larger to be able to see easier. But, as you can see right here, this headline for this catalyst is talking about Bowen, and I mean, it's super simple. I mean, it's just amazingly simple. Everything is broken down in the most user-friendly way possible. So this is just doing all the work for you, really. And down here at the very bottom, the breaking news. So you can see, the headlines right here, and you can scroll, keep scrolling down. Now, the ones with the Transparent Traders logo, those are also going to be up here in the catalyst. But if you scroll through here, these ones with the normal thumbnails, these are straight from Benzinga. Actually, all these are from Benzinga, the catalyst and the news. So they push us all this data, and that's, some of the things we got going on with them. So the ones with the normal thumbnails, you can actually click on it, and it'll take you to the Benzinga website, and you can read the full article right there. Now, if you have a Benzinga, subscription already, you can click that, and if you're signed in, it will take you into a more, in-depth article for that catalyst on why is it moving. So those are 4 features that you're getting in this package right here. The breaking news from Benzinga, the why is it moving catalyst from Benzinga, and you won't find this really anywhere else. Like this right here, I mean, doing all the work for you. Like you can just scroll through here, especially pre-market. This thing is super nice in a pre-market to just see what the heck is going on and having the answer already. And then the options activity flow, you know, for a lot of options traders out there. This right here basically can give you insight on the large movements in the market. Basically, when the institutions on Wall Street are making these large purchases, you'll see those orders come through, and I'll put up a link to explain this breakdown on what it all means. But you'll see those orders come through, and it'll kind of give you some insight as to where they're putting their money in these trades. And then up here, the black box. So with the black box, again, 10 algorithms I coded here. Now, when you look at this, you see this data, obviously, and this data will stream throughout the day. Now, this isn't just pulling up anything in the market. For the day trades, and I'll break this down in a moment. For the day trades have to meet 8 algorithms and hold those algorithms together and then close out a certain time period for it to trigger. The day trades consist of bullish 5-minute movers, bearish 5-minute movers, and then money leaving. The swing trades have to meet all 10 algorithms for it to trigger. Now, I'll explain here in a moment how I actually use the swing trades to day trade with. I know that sounds like an oxymoron, but like I'll explain and it'll make perfect sense. So as you look at the black box, when the market opens, you'll start to see the flow come through of whatever tickers that are meeting these parameters. So this will actually stream in your local time right here. And then you obviously see the category, the ticker symbol, and the company name. Now, let's see, hold on a second. So before I get to the swing trades, I'll talk about the day trades here first. So money leaving, you can see it right here for AMD. What money leaving means, it's more like a heads up, I guess to say. Basically, this one is just alerting on a large amount of money that was pulled out of a trade really quick. A lot of times you'll see that money leaving start to happen, and it's either coming up to a resistance or you'll start to see it push down. And, you know, again, this is kind of more of a heads up. So if you're in that trade, say like a bullish trade, and you see that money leaving come through on your ticker, just kind of be on high alert that this thing may pull back quick on you. So let me find the bullish and bearish 5-minute movers. So here's a bearish 5-minute mover. This is basically, these bullish and bearish 5-minute movers are pretty much for short time frame day trades, pretty much scalping. So if I see these and if it's a setup that I feel comfortable with, after looking at the charts and doing my own due diligence, I'm like, okay, this met my parameters with my algos. If I would decide to short it or go long, whatever it's telling me to do, it's more like a confirmation for me. That's how I'm using it. It's like another indicator on, just confirming my direction and to feel more comfortable, with my due diligence for that trade right there. Now, one of our members in the mentorship on Friday, it was ticker, I think it was Uber, actually, UBER. He saw that alert, and it also alerted at the same time a bullish, well, he saw the alert for a bullish 5-minute mover and also a money leaving, alert at the same time. He entered it perfectly right there, and it dropped like crazy. I mean, it was a nice trade. And let's see, I pulled up on a chart real quick for you. So it actually alerted at 11:05 Central Time. He nailed it right there, and within 15 minutes, he already covered. So that's how he used it. Now, how I've been using this to day trade, and I've taken some swing trades also, and I'll explain the swing trades for you. So as you see this flow start to happen, and you see whatever ticker it may be, for instance, CRWD was my first trade this past Friday. It came up bearish swing trade. So you can actually, when you see that trade come through, if you just want to look at that ticker right there, you just type it in up here to filter by a symbol. And if there's certain tickers that you only trade, you can just type them up here and you can just watch those. So AMD, Apple, and we could just watch those 3 symbols right there and not worry about anything else in the market. Now, this isn't to find something for every ticker. The tickers actually have to trigger on these algorithms. So for something like Tesla ain't going to be in here because it hasn't triggered. So going back to what I was saying about CRWD, it triggered at 8:40 Central Time. So here we are, 8:40 Central Time, triggered at a bearish swing trade. And I'll show you on the chart. Can you guys see this chart right here for CRWD? Okay. So at 8:40 Central Time, you can see it triggered for a bearish swing trade. At the same time, it triggered bullish 5-minute mover. Obviously, that contradicts itself, but you have to remember the 5-minute movers and the money leaving are for short-term plays only. So it calculates those algorithms over a shorter period of time, and the parameters are completely different. Unlike the swing trades, it's calculating everything over a longer term time period, and these trades will usually hold longer than obviously the 5-minute movers. So this alerted, both the bullish swing trade, the bearish swing trade and the bullish 5-minute mover at 8:40 Central Time. So this candlestick right here, this candlestick opened up at 62.82 on the 5-minute chart. I started scaling into a short play. Now, and again, this is how I use it. You can paper trade with this and see how it works best for you, but this is how I use it right here. So I started scaling into this. And the reason why I'm scaling into this is because it's still pushing up a little bit. This thing could have still went up a little bit more. But since I'm scaling in with smaller position sizes, I'm still all right in the trade. I expect to go a little red because I'm not scaling into my position so much that it's actually going to just be devastating. So as I was scaling in, and how I usually scale in is I'll take a position in that candlestick right there. I'll look at it, and if that next candlestick is holding up, I'll scale in a little more. And then, maybe in that next candlestick, just depending on the flow of the candles. Because you don't ever want to go all in to your trade and just, at the very beginning. You have to save some capital for that margin of error. So as I was scaling into this short position, it didn't take long and this thing just started breaking down. Now, as this thing broke down and started, pushing down to that bottom Bollinger Band line, that's actually when I covered. I took my profits pretty quick and I had a pretty nice profit overall, but I did miss all of this. And at that time, I was already looking at other trades and had moved on. I wasn't paying attention. I mean, that would have been wonderful to have sat in it all the way down there. I sold in the mid $61 range, and to ride it down into the 57 range would have just been amazing. So with those swing trades, I'll trade in that direction because, again, this is measuring on a longer time frame here. I'll slowly scale in. That way I'm not in over my head. And then when it starts to move in my favor, I play the trade out like how I normally would. And the accuracy of doing this has just been amazing. I've seen it alert like bullish or bearish swing trades that I've looked at it on the chart and I was just like, there's no way. There's no way that this thing is going to break down. And man, it's always impressed me in the end. Now, another thing that I've been doing to, use this in my day trades, whether I'm in a profit or a loss, if this category changes on me, so meaning if I start to short something that says bearish swing trade, and then a little bit later it says bullish swing trade, I'll end that position. I'll end that trade entirely. I'm done. Because it's usually not long after that thing will go back in that direction, in my experience. So with these bullish and bearish swing trades, I've just been nailing them, as the opportunity came about. And as I took my profit, I'd wait it out until the category changed. And then I'd start doing the same thing in the other direction. And I'd ride it up, have nice profits, sell it out. Then I just sit there and I wait for it to do that category change again. Because with anything in the stock market, those tickers are going to move around, wherever. I have seen some that, they just kept going, in that direction. And, that's just the market. So you do still have to put in a stop loss, to protect yourself. And again, don't get in over your head on your trades. That's just, normal trading. That's what we all should be doing as traders, is not getting in over our heads and protecting ourselves with those stop losses. But, that's how I've been using those swing trades throughout the day to day trade with. So hopefully that doesn't confuse anyone. Now, to actually take it into a real swing trade, what I found best was to take it at the very end of the day. I like to take it in the last 10 minutes. So for instance, had I saw, CRWD, and well, first off, I don't swing trade into the weekend. There's too much time between the closing of the bell and the bell on Monday morning. I mean, you can do what you want to do, but me personally, there's a lot of risk there. Anything can happen in the market over the weekend to just turn your trade upside down. So let's just say this was Thursday and I saw CRWD alerting, and I always go off the last alert during the market. So it would have been the last one And this will read, you know, pre-market and after hours data as well. So the last one would have been, for the swing trade, would have been 415, bearish swing trade. You know, that would have been the last alert that I would have received before the bell, you know, on Thursday, if we were just pretending this was Thursday's callouts right here. So I would have waited until the last 10 minutes of the market, you know, just so I can see how that ticker was playing out. And I would have took a small position size, you know, trading in that direction. And there's been so many times where I just looked at the chart and I was just like, this is going to go against me. And it's been right. Legally, I can't tell you how many times it's been right. This is why it's so critical to paper trade. And if you do join and get a subscription, you have 7 days free that you can paper trade to see the results for yourself. And I absolutely recommend paper trading to experience it, you know, for the swing trades, and basically how I said that, you know, I use it for day trades. You know, test that out, paper trading. So again, you can go to the website at transparenttradersblackbox.com, or a shorter form of it, ttblackbox.com. Plans and pricing. And you can start your free trial. And if at any point you want to cancel, email subscriptions@transparenttradersblackbox.com. Make sure you send in that email address that you use to log into your account with, so we'll know who to cancel. And even if you cancel in the middle of that 7-day free trial, you'll get to finish out that trial. The same thing for your paid, you know, side of it. So that's it. This black box has been very impressive, you know, in my experience. I mean, it's amazingly simple. I mean, it really is. You know, it's simple to understand. Anytime, you know, you see this alert, and it will update, you know, every 5 minutes, because it's holding at those 5-minute intervals. And again, this ain't just picking out everything in the stinking market. This is only picking out the changes that have occurred, that have met, you know, either those 8 algorithms all at once, and it has to hold. It can't, we ain't just talking about it meeting at any point. It has to hold for a certain time period and close out at that 5-minute interval to alert. And it has to be a change in condition. And with the swing trades, they have to meet those 10 algorithms and hold. So as the day, you know, plays out, you'll start seeing less and less alerts happen, because less moves in the market. And that's great. And if you just want to simplify it, like really simplify it, you just type in whatever ticker that you like. And if there's data on it, you can just watch that ticker. I mean, it is amazingly simple, extremely user-friendly, and I may be biased, but I think it's beautiful. So, you know, that's the black box. And again, you know, you got the black box, you have the options activity flow, where you can watch the market, the large orders. Basically, they call that the smart money, which we know it's not really smart money. It's just people and firms making big trades. But those big trades control the market. And then you get the why is it moving catalyst, which, I mean, this thing right here, let's just be honest. Where do you think we get those pre-market callouts from? I'm just going to say that right now. So you get the why is it moving catalyst, and it's just a a clear headline as to what's going on in that ticker. And man, you talking about saving you so much time, you know, especially researching. And then you have the breaking news. So that's actually interesting. I'm gonna have to read that later. And you can also see these little bells right here. You just click that off. What it'll do, it'll make this little like bloop noise or whatever as it updates. It's really not that annoying, but if tiny little sounds annoy you, just click those sounds off on them. So Tuesday, I'm actually going to put a little tab here, and you can watch, you know, the people who sign up, you can click on that little tab and you'll be able to watch me trade live with it. And I can show you real time with real money how I use it. So that will be Tuesday. I'll update it probably about 10 minutes before the bell, and you'll just sign into the Blackbox. You can click on it. It will open up a Zoom link since Zoom happens in real time. And then you can look at your Blackbox, and hopefully we make some money. So that is the TT Blackbox right there. And man, it has been amazing. But honestly, don't take my word for it. I want you to experience it yourself. You have a 7-day free trial. And if you think it sucks, cancel it. Just gonna be real. If you think it sucks, cancel it. And you know, since you'd be paper trading with it, like you didn't lose no money. So I appreciate you guys tuning in, checking out our TT Blackbox. You guys, I feel confident that you guys will be impressed with it. I'm looking forward to hearing your thoughts on it. So you guys are amazing. I appreciate you guys, you know, taking your Sunday to jump in here, take a look at this, and hey, it's open for that subscription. So I will see you guys in Transparent Traders, the best trading group of all time. Y'all know it. I love you guys. Hold it down, and let's go make some money.